You thought that young Jock and Kendra were finally getting along? But this scandal is going to blow everything up in your face because rumors are that young Jock just lost it. And it's not some trivial reality TV drama. This is terrible. We're talking about screaming, broken glass, and the like. Ramifications that might permanently destroy Jock's career. And to make matters worse, it all happened in front of cameras. Fans and likely half of Atlanta's witnesses claim that Jock had a complete breakdown. And Kendra, you're not prepared for how she handled it, just to put it mildly. Jock may not be able to recover from this one. But trust me, the fallout from this one is even messier because this wasn't just a random outburst, ho? No. This was personal, and that's why Jock lost his mind. Oh, baby, you'll understand why Jock lost it when you learn what Kendra did. It began as just another night for young Jock and Kendra, but nobody could have predicted how quickly things would get out of hand. Jock and Kendra had been having problems. Behind closed doors for months, it's going to shake the internet. So buckle up because the tea I'm about to spill, baby, is scalding. Jock and Kendra were seen at a posh lounge in Atlanta, appearing anxious from the moment they walked in. According to insiders, the tension had been building for some time, and on this specific night, it all came to a head. Jock was apparently downing cocktails like water. People around Kendra said they weren't even speaking to each other while she was sitting there coldly browsing through her phone. Which isn't shocking given their tumultuous past. However, things took a dark turn after a heated argument in which the Jock leaned toward Kendra, his face tense. Kendra continued to shake her head and roll her eyes. Witnesses said she abruptly got to her feet and said something that caused Jock's face to turn pale. One source said they heard Kendra say, "You're a joke. That's why he's better than you. Oh my God." And that's when Jock lost it. Jock reportedly got to his feet so quickly that the entire lounge became silent as the Jock's face twisted with anger, and he grabbed Kendra's arm, not so hard as to damage her, but enough to draw attention to himself. His voice was quivering as he yelled, "Who the heck is better than me, Kendra?" "Oh, sweetheart." She simply grinned and said, "Don't you want to know?" And that was it. According to witnesses, Jock smashed the table, sending plates and glasses flying to the ground. People immediately grabbed their phones and began recording everything, according to one witness during the second outburst. Jock raged at Kendra, demanding answers, while Kendra stood there undisturbed. Jock allegedly said, "Who is it, Kendra? Who have you been seeing?" And Kendra's sweetheart had the audacity to chuckle at this moment. Had already begun moving in, but Jock wasn't finished. He sprang at Kendra, his hands trembling with anger, and security grabbed him, pulling him toward the exit while yelling, "Tell me who it is. Kendra, you owe me that." Kendra simply stood with her arms raised, crossed with that smug little smile on her face. And then it got worse, because, yes, Jock's own friend Scrappy entered the lounge as Jock was being dragged out. Scrappy's eyes widened, and for a brief moment you could see the realization hit him. Claimed to have screamed, "It's him, isn't it? You've been having sex with Scrappy." "Oh my goodness." Kendra simply grinned and said, "I told you, he's better than you." "Oh my God." Jock screamed. "You're supposed to be my brother. How could you do this to me and Scrappy?" But security was already holding him back. He had the audacity to shrug. "But it just kind of happened, bro." Things got worse when security was dragging Jock out the door. Yes, Kendra and Scrappy went out hand in hand. But guess who was waiting outside with cameras rolling? Within minutes, the video was posted online and Twitter went crazy. There's no way that Kendra would have just done that. Scrappy, who was actually betraying his own boy. Jock lost it, and I don't blame him at all. But this wasn't just a public outburst. It was a complete betrayal. Kendra, on the other hand, wasn't even trying to hide it. She was seen the following day shopping with Scrappy, laughing and holding hands as if nothing had happened. However, the true question is how long this has been going on. Did Jock truly not know? And what will? happened now as rumors are circulating that Jock isn't finished yet. In fact, he's already calling his legal team. Sources claim that Jock intends to hit Kendra, which will damage her bank account. And Scrappy, oh honey Jock isn't the type to take a back seat and leave, because he's not just coming for Scrappy, he's coming for everything. Trust me, you're not prepared for what's coming next. Jock wasn't finished, and that meltdown at the lounge. Oh no, baby. Kendra is reportedly planning to expose him for everything. That was only the beginning, as witnesses tell us that Jock was seen sitting in his car, gripping the steering wheel so tightly that his knuckles turned white, for at least 15 minutes without moving after security dragged him out of the building. His girl humiliated him in front of half of Atlanta and the internet, and he didn't say a word. Just breathed heavily, as if he was trying to stop himself from doing something crazy. Can you really blame him? Kendra didn't just cheat. She cheated with one of Jock's closest friends, Scrappy of all people. When you embarrass a man like Jock, he's not going to take it well. However, things get even messier because Jock's phone started blowing up while he was sitting in his car trying not to lose it. At first, it was just text messages. Betrayal cut deep, and Jock wasn't just angry, he was embarrassed. However, the calls began to come in from the shade room and Hollywood Unlocked, and everyone wanted a comment. Guess what? Jock didn't answer until his manager called, at which point, according to insiders, Jock finally answered the phone and said, "Jock, you need to get prior to this." The tape was widely circulated since, yes, the film from the lounge had already been posted online, and the headlines were nasty. Young Jock breaks down after discovering Kendra with Scrappy love. And the hip-hop artist snaps after Kendra is exposed for betraying him in public. After everything, Scrappy fell in love with this Jock who should cut them both off. Scrappy really believed that Kendra was loyal and she wasn't hiding at all. However, later that evening, Kendra and Scrappy were seen together at a private after-party. The paparazzi saw them entering the venue arm in arm in Buckhead, holding hands and grinning. They appeared totally unconcerned, and Kendra was even sporting Jock's chain. In addition, she was dressed in a tight designer dress that Jock had purchased for her wedding. According to witnesses, Jock was at home when the pictures appeared on the blogs, and that's when he snapped. He reportedly threw his phone so hard that it broke against the wall and was pacing back and forth while yelling, "She's really trying to play. Anniversary, honey?" The disrespect was genuine. All that I had done for her. Jock wasn't the only one who was upset. According to reports, his mother called him and told him, "Boy, you'd better handle this and not let that girl play you like that." The drama didn't end there either, since an anonymous things couldn't get any worse. The source claims that Kendra and Scrappy's affair had been. "We all knew Kendra was messing with Scrappy, but we didn't think it was serious," one source said, adding that Jock's buddies were aware of it but chose not to tell him. Oh my God. And to make matters worse, guess who else knew Carly Red? Yes, Carly allegedly attempted to. Carly told Jock months ago that Kendra wasn't who he thought she was and that he should watch his back. But Jock dismissed it, assuming she was just being messy because, let's face it, Carly is always messy. However, this time, oh honey, Carly was right. But here's where it gets. The shade room shared screenshots of purportedly Kendra and Scrappy's text exchanges. And let me tell you, they're explicit. "We're chatting, honey. When are you coming over?" And Jock still believes I'm at the spa. Crazy because the leaked text messages, oh baby, they're awful. And guess what else? The messages date back 2 weeks, indicates that Kendra was still making fun of Scrappy while grinning in Jock's face. Jock, on the other hand, was reportedly very angry and called Scrappy directly. According to an insider, Jock screamed into the phone, "You're dead to me, Scrappy. Don't ever call me again." Jock reportedly hung up and called his lawyers right, a way indicating that Jock isn't just planning to cut off Kendra and Scrappy. He's also planning to hit them where it hurts. Scrappy, on the other hand, had the audacity to act as though it wasn't a big deal. He reportedly told Jock, "Man, it just happened. He'll get over it." It has been reported that Jock is already working with his legal team to remove Kendra from their joint business endeavors and to cut Scrappy out of their music deals. However, rumors are circulating that Jock also intends to sue Kendra for emotional distress. Has financial documents, pictures, and text conversations that demonstrate Kendra was using Jock's money to finance her excursions with Scrappy. Oh my God. But Kendra isn't scared because she was photographed with Scrappy at a posh hotel the next day. To top it all, Kendra shared an Instagram story claiming had the audacity to publish a selfie with the message, "Loyalty is everything," and stated, "Unbothered. Excuse me." Twitter's lack of loyalty following your recent treatment of Jock, Kendra, and Scrappy should be terminated. Jock deserves a better time right now, and he's going to go public. According to sources, he's already in talks with a major gossip website to provide his side of the story, and he's not holding back. One insider said that Jock has the receipts and is going to blame Scrappy and Kendra for everything. And Jock, who to release a diss track. Let's just say the lyrics will be harsh. The real question is how long this has been going on, and did Scrappy and Kendra truly believe Jock was the winner? What happens when Jock finally shares his side of the story? Oh honey, you're not prepared for what's going to happen next. Jock wasn't finished with Scrappy. Oh no, that phone call was only the beginning. According to insiders, Jock went into revenge mode after hanging up, telling his team they wanted to play. Someone managed to obtain security footage from that evening at the lounge, and I must say that it's awful. You can see Jock yelling at Kendra, as well as Scrappy standing there looking really guilty, before you see Kendra laughing in Jock's face. When Scrappy approaches and puts his arm around her, the internet Jock lunges at him, but security pulls him back, and Kendra, oh honey, leans in and kisses Scrappy on camera. Twitter went into overdrive when Kendra kissed Scrappy directly in Jock's face. The wild Jock appears to be Kendra, and Scrappy are in love with this Jock, who deserves better. And Jock, oh, he saw the video. According to sources, Jock was sitting in his studio when the video went viral, and that's when he went completely crazy. He reportedly smashed a microphone stand against the wall. He's about to have a mental breakdown. "I'm done being played," I yelled. Jock went live on Instagram, and he had over 100,000 viewers. I can tell you that the tea he spilled was really hot. Jock began the live stream by shaking his head while sitting in his studio, and his eyes were bloodshot. "So you all saw the video, right?" he said, looking straight into the camera, his voice low and calm. "Yeah, that's my girl. Or at least I believed she was, kissing my alleged brother directly in front of me. This wasn't an accident," he said, shaking his head. "They've been playing me for months." And then Jock revealed that Kendra has been cheating on me with Scrappy since last summer while I was on tour. Paying her bills and setting her up with this is what she was doing behind my back. Business deals. Oh my God. The Jock began pacing back and forth while rubbing his hands together. Scrappy said, "You're going to learn that I'm not the one to play with." Then Jock took out his phone, which you can see in the picture. These are the text messages. "Jock is still out of town, so you can come over and wish you were here instead of him." Oh my God, I have receipts, pictures, and evidence that Jock began reading the messages aloud. The worst part is that the timestamps on these messages were from when Jock was out of town providing support. Jock and Kendra weren't done yet. He opened his email and displayed another receipt. This is a credit card statement. "Excuse me, but Kendra was using my money to book hotel rooms and flights for Scrappy. You all thought I was crazy, but no, she and Scrappy were playing me. Now it's time for payback." And then Jock revealed the shocking information. "Kendra, hope you have a decent attorney because my team is already assembling the necessary documentation. Oh, and I'm bringing a lawsuit alleging emotional distress, financial mismanagement, and other issues. Scrappy, you might want to contact legal counsel as well because the studio deals. You believed you had destroyed the company. Kendra and Scrappy thought they could play Jock, but Jock is the final boss and needs to release a diss track right away. Guess what? Jock was already in the studio that day. I'm ruining the investments I set up for you two all over. Oh my God, Twitter exploded. Oh honey, they were cruel. You slept with my brother. You thought I wouldn't find out. You took my money, you played my heart, and now it's time to let it all out. You smiled in my face and kissed him behind my back. And now I'm cutting you both off without even saying a word. Jock posted a video of himself recording a song that same night. Try calling me back, sweetheart. But Kendra and Scrappy were still out there acting as if nothing had happened, while Jock was getting ready to crush them both. Kendra shared an Instagram story showing herself and Scrappy laughing and singing along to a rap song. Lit the comment, unbothered. Excuse me. Oh honey, the audacity. And Jock, oh Jock, was done being the bigger person. Jock reportedly called up, and Scrappy, oh, he's still out here playing games. He posted a picture of himself in front of a Rolls-Royce with the caption, loyalty, over everything. The Breakfast Club, and set up an interview. According to sources, Jock intends to sit down and discuss the details of the affair, including how long it lasted, how much money Kendra spent, and how Scrappy deceived him. Additionally, it has been reported that Jock's team is working on a new reality show deal. The actual question is, how long has been going on? Did Kendra really think Jock wouldn't find out? And did Scrappy really think Jock wouldn't retaliate? More importantly, when Jock eventually drops that diss track, is Kendra even invited to the premiere? Jock is just getting started. So when that interview comes out, you better believe it's going to blow the internet apart. Stay tuned because, trust me, you're not prepared for what's going to happen next. So what do you think Kendra actually thought she did? Could get away with this? Did Scrappy really think that Jock would just overlook this? Oh honey, they obviously underestimated Jock because, as we all know, he doesn't take setbacks well. And after the way they publicly humiliated him, you can be sure that Jock is coming. For the real question is, how long this has been going on? Has Kendra been using Jock the entire time? Or did things just get out of hand? How can Scrappy recover from this? Will Jock truly banish Scrappy from the music business permanently? Or is this just the start of a messier fallout? The options are numerous, but let's face it, Jock isn't simply going to sit back and let happen. He's already plotting to expose it. And what about Kendra? Will she truly support Scrappy now that everyone is aware of the betrayal? Or was she just using Scrappy to get back at Jock? If you're here for the drama, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe because, believe me, this scandal is far from done. The next update will be juicy, and you won't be prepared for what's coming next. They both end that diss track. Oh, it's about to shatter the industry.